Hey guys, it's Sonia with Junk Monkey Paint Company. Happy Sunday to you guys. You might just have received an alert that I was trying to go live there 7 minutes ago at noon, but it completely froze up. So I had to do an entire reboot of my laptop. So if you ever experience that problem, just know that it is probably the age-old thing of did you turn it off and did you turn it back on? So I didn't turn my computer down yesterday, and I think there were some updates. So anyway, I apologize for the delay, but it is 12:07. So if you are out there, say hello, pop on, say hi. If you want some human interaction, all right, this is as close as we're going to get. You can really lean into the monitor if you want, okay, into your phone. Hi, Valerie. Hey, Christy. Hey, Lisa. Oh, I am glad that you guys are here. I figured you'd be like, where'd she go? She said she was coming on. Yep, I had IT issues. Hey, Judy. How's everybody doing? I am trying to stay hydrated. I hope you guys are as well. Getting rest, making sure you're eating good foods for your body, and boost your immunity as much as possible during these crazy, crazy times. So how are you guys spending your Sunday today? Are you relaxing a little bit? Like, do you have any plans with the family around the house? Are you playing games? Are you doing, I don't know, cleaning, organization, something to keep you guys busy with? It is a beautiful sunny day here as well. It's absolutely gorgeous out there. A little cold though. It's freezing. It's definitely cold. It looks deceivingly warm. I opened the door and stood it on the patio for a little bit, and the sun was there, but it was freezing. I did a little cleaning inside the house today, and I opened the windows just to kind of air out the smell. And, because I was bleaching and using a cleaner that had bleach into it, doing all the handrails, the doorknobs, all that sort of stuff. So, but it was freezing. Holy moly. Sandy says, happy Sunday. You're drawing and painting and designing and organizing. Oh, I love it. Pam's making zucchini bread and zoodles. That sounds amazing. When one of my very first apartments, the landlord, the couple that I was renting my very own apartment from, I would take care of like their greenhouse and things like that if they would go away on vacation. And they grew zucchinis. And I remember the first time she came back and I kept all of her plants alive. Oh, guys, okay, there's a story there somewhere, but I'm not going to tell you today because if I say it on the internet, they might find out. Okay, no, joking. I did really keep the greenhouse alive, right? It was good times. And they rewarded me with a bottle of, I think they gave me a bottle of wine. And when she came back, she made chocolate chip zucchini bread. And that was the first time I had ever heard of chocolate chips and zucchini going together. And it was so good. Like, you don't even know. It just tastes, they're nice and moist. And, you wouldn't think that there is zucchini in it, right? It's so good. Donna says, hi, Sonia and friends. First time live. Yay. Oh, I'm glad you're here live, Donna. We have been doing on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time. And then during the week with the time change, you guys asked if I would move it an hour ahead because it was really, really early. So 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. How is that working out for everybody? Let me know if that works for you guys. And we can go from there. I'm always kind of keeping an eye on things like when it comes to that. Lisa says, oh, she's made plans to redesign her bathroom, needs a refresh. Lisa, yeah, I was in the restroom yesterday and I was thinking to myself, I've got like leftover wall paint around here. I should just, paint the lower half of my bathroom. I think I might have just enough to go around the bottom. I don't know what I did. It's the way I slept. But this past week, I've hurt my shoulder and my neck. And for that reason, I've been really like nursing it and it's my right hand. It's the one that I use a lot. So I'm just trying to like let it take care of itself before I do any more physical work on it because I don't want to hurt myself even worse, right? So anyway, I'm just trying to like just be patient, and I feel like I should be doing more with this time, but I just gotta wait and let it take care of itself. Rain in Illinois. Candy says, laughing, packing up, Etsy sales, reorganizing your Etsy office, and enjoying just getting stuff done. I was talking to a fellow business owner here in town this morning, in the town that I'm in, and he was sharing with me that, we have so much paperwork to do right now. I did a chat in here, if you guys caught that, where I gave you some ideas of things that you could be working on right now in your business. And in fact, it kind of rolls into what I wanted to talk with you guys about today, because right now you may not be creating as much as you typically would, right? Right now, I mean, I'm not able to go out to a thrift store, nor do I even want to right now, right? I am self quarantining myself and doing my part to be responsible and staying inside right now to, as we call, flatten the curve, right? And just to get through this period of time so we can go on with regular life, and we'll get there. We all just got to do our part right now. And so I'm looking at this. That's why I'm looking at the stuff in my garage, going, what can I paint? What can I do with all that stuff? So right now, you might be at a time where you're doing things like, I don't know, you're getting organized, right? You're doing more of the paperwork kind of stuff, or just the things that are all a part of business, but typically your day-to-day stuff doesn't allow you to like get your files up to date, all that sort of stuff, right? Getting everything organized, whether it's electronically or physically around the office. And so I thought today I would talk with you guys on how to freshen up old content, because even though right now, right, this is what, at least where I am right now, I think this is considered day 7 of self-quarantine. But before the last 7 days, or even the last 2 weeks, right, we were making and creating. We are almost 3 months into the new year, and you've probably done a lot of stuff already. And so right now you're like, well, maybe I can't make as much or create as much, or I'm not able to do business like I used to before, regardless of whatever business that you're in. And so I just kind of wanted to talk with you guys today and give you an idea, a tip of the day of thinking about, what have you already done that you can put out there? Because remember, Facebook doesn't show it to everybody all at one time. Everybody has lives, right? And we're not the center of the universe. So people are doing other things when you put it out. They might miss it. They might be whatever, not on social media that day, right? That's why it's important to put it out. But the kind of the takeaway I wanted you guys to think about today is, when you did that project, do you remember how I said, when you do a project, take a couple different photos of it. There's also different ways that you can title something. So for example, if you already have a blog out there, a written blog, maybe you did a do-it-yourself project as an example, or you have something out there that you're selling right now. Let's see, you created a vlog, maybe you did a video on something before, and it exists like this video right here, right? And it already has a title right now, and it has a thumbnail that I set up in the very beginning of it. But think about going back and finding other pictures and other ways of describing that project and presenting it again. All right. So you did the meat, right? You already have the bones of the piece already put together. Maybe right now, for example, on Pinterest. How many of you guys are out there on Pinterest? Which is a huge search engine for people, especially people who are in visual. I mean, it's for all people, but especially a lot of us creatives go there because, you can find everything in every color, and you can find stuff and get ideas and get inspired, right? With other people's home projects and more, all kinds of stuff. Authors are on there. I mean, real estate agents are on there. You can name it, you can find it over there on Pinterest. And maybe that's something for us to talk about this week, because it is truly like a search engine. So if you've created a website and you've created a video, you've created a blog, you've created some piece of, you have something that you've created and you put it out there once, right? Well, no, put it out there again. But how do you freshen it up? You freshen it up by using new words, and also grabbing one of the other photos that you've taken of it. So as an example, let's say, I don't know, it could be last summer. It could be 1 month ago, whatever. I painted a piece of furniture, okay, in the garage. And I took a bunch of different pictures of it from a bunch of different angles. And maybe one of the pictures I took was my junk monkey paint and my brand here, 5-second video. Oh, it tells me my connection's unstable, guys. So tell me, hopefully you can still see me, okay? So I want you now to go back into your phone or wherever you have those pieces of pictures or videos stored. And I want you to pull out another one. So if the first time you put it out, you put the picture of the finished thing, hey guys, here's the picture of what I did. And, click here to go to the video of how I did it. Now, this time you post it, instead of having the after photo of it, here's how I did it, switch it up and go, ever wonder what happens when you combine these colors and these products together? Click here to find out how it all went down. So if you can share a before photo, if you can share an after photo, if you can share, hey, good morning. Well, I guess it's 12:16, so it's a little bit after, right now. So if you can think about ways that you can share the same content, but a picture attracts different people, right? Like different ways that you present it. So the first time you present it, you're sharing a picture that goes with it, of a certain light of it, like a certain part of it. The second time you share it, Now you're changing up the look of it. So people go, huh, okay, I really do want to see the after, because now she's showing maybe the before, and now it really piques my curiosity. That's like being on, oh, good. That's like being on Pinterest, right? Think about when you put a pin on Pinterest, and maybe that's something we'll talk about this week is Pinterest. Give me a yes if you would like to hear me just kind of chit chat on Pinterest a little bit. But if you go ahead and on Pinterest, not just put up one photo that leads right to that blog that you did, right, with your pictures. When you go on Pinterest, you guys know you click the photo, right? You have all the lineup of photos. That photo attracts you to click it, and then you follow the link, and it goes right to wherever the tutorial is or whatever. It can go to social media, right? You guys know that as well. Being on Pinterest, even if you don't have a blog right now or a vlog right now, you know, which is a great time to work on it. Think about putting up a picture of something that you've created on Pinterest and having it lead directly to your social media as a way of people going, do you like this? Click this. I created it. Go to my page to see more, right? Think about that. Think about the ways that you can use with what you do have right now. But using Pinterest as an example, I mean, it could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, switching up the thumbnails of it, right? The tiles of what you see, like a book cover. You know, the book cover that was pink and teal and had whatever, black, lots of black text over it might appeal to a few people. And then you know what? Think about changing up that new book cover, right, to a whole other feel and seeing if it can attract different pockets of people, because your project can appeal to a lot of people, but maybe you've only put it out there in one way, right? So think about doing things like that. So when you pin to Pinterest, do not just one photo and a link to wherever. Do a couple photos of the same project taken different ways, or like I said, just, you know, just done different styles, different ways, depending on whatever you're doing. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense to you guys? Yes, Pinterest, please. I love Pinterest. I love Pinterest. And I've gone through periods of time. I mean, I honestly think that when it comes to having your own business, you feel like there's a lot of different things that you can be doing. And if you go deep into something, you get really, really good at it, and then you can move on to something else. Pinterest is very easy to work with. And it's beautiful because people go on Pinterest all the time and they search for stuff, right? And your stuff could be coming up. But take multiple photos, because it's like a trailer for a movie that you might see it cut different ways. Because this one might not appeal to people, or some people. This one over here might appeal to a different portion of the population. So that's why when you're taking your pictures, take multiple. And in times like right now where you're not doing as much making and creating, or if you can't get to that, don't forget to show the stuff to all the people that missed all your good stuff before. And if you're wondering to yourself, well, what about the people that have seen it before? They're not going to get mad. In fact, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm so glad that you reminded me of that. Or if you've changed the thumbnail of it, the picture of how you present it, then it's going to feel fresh to them as well, because now they're seeing a different view, right? So think about all the ways that you can showcase what you're doing in a different light with all the things that you're doing, right? So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Give me a yes if it does. And if maybe today your homework is to pull out a project that you've done before. And if you've shown a picture, find a different picture on your phone, okay? And say it in a different light. Wonder, you know, so using that example again of, let's say, for example, and this is a real life thing, that I did a end table in purple and sealed it with champagne polyacrylic. The first time could be, here is a $14.99 table flip. The second time I could say something like, and show a picture of the before. The second time I posted, I could say something like, ever wonder what a project looks like when you seal it in our metallic polyacrylic? All right, here it is, right? Now people are wondering about that part of it. Ever think about painting your furniture purple? I did it to this table. Want to see what it looks like right now? Completely different photo again, right? Those are all 3 different ways of what you have going on to talk about your project in different dimensions, right? And not just say it once, but multiple times to make it relevant to people. Chris says, so she's so bad about remembering to take before photos. So I'm going to spend some time this week taking before photos, everything to have them available. That is a good idea. That is a really, really good idea because we get excited, right? When we're makers and creators, especially, a lot of times we want to get it done. I do that all the time. I'm guilty of that too. But then at the moment, take as many pictures as you can of the after, right? And different angles, or put it different ways, right? Maybe you have a piece that's still on your workshop floor, or it's coming right off your sewing machine. And the next time, the thing that you've done, it's up on the wall or it's on the door. Think about all the different ways and the angles that it can appeal to people. Some people, for example, they love seeing things, and they can, because they can visualize it in their home. They're okay with seeing something that you've made, and this can apply to anything out there. I don't care what business you're in. Okay, I don't care, like I said, if you make it or you don't make it. And I always use the classic example of a mug. Some people will see a mug on a shelf and they can visualize, oh yeah, visualize that in my life and I want it. And for somebody else, they might, if they see a photo of a mug on a table next to a book, it evokes emotion in them. And they go, I think I want that. That appeals to my happy bucket, right? I want it. So some people can see, for example, a wreath when you're making it and visualize it on their door. And that could be a picture of you, of it still on your table where you're making it. But then you know what? You take that wreath off your table and now you hang it on the door and you take a photo. And for some customers, that really helps them because they need to see it on a door, right? Like they need to see it because they visualize very differently, because we all sort through information differently, and that's the spice of life. So the more ways that the more photos that you can take and present it in different lights appeals to more people. You have a greater chance of somebody going, I want this, right? Think of like a home. When people sell homes, you have your home decorated the way you love it, but to other people, remember, they decorate different than you. And so you might, a lot of realtors will say, no, get rid of everything, because we want people to be able to visualize living there themselves, right? Like give them a blank slate. Give them a blank slate. Let them come in and visualize what they want, because they can visualize themselves sitting there without all your stuff around them, right? They can visualize their stuff in there. And so think about that when you are taking pictures of stuff, that it's important for you to take your pictures different ways so people can, on the other side, can take a moment and seeing it different ways helps them visualize, right? You could take a piece of furniture outside against a tree. That's what I did when I started, right? But there was also pieces that I would try to drag into my house and find a blank wall that I could take a photo of them in front of as well, because some people need to see it in the home setting before they can even visualize it in their home. So lead your people to there, right? There's many different ways to present what you're doing. Because what you're doing might involve different things, how to do a certain stitch, how to do a certain bow, how to paint a certain way, before and after flips, using a certain color. There's so many different ways, and it applies to no matter what you're doing in business. Maggie says, I've been doing more step-by-step photos. Yes, people love to be able to they want to understand, right? And step by step breaks it down really, really easy. And then they can go at their own pace. That's a wonderful thing. Love it. Sandy says, thank you. All I need is coffee and grow it, Sonia Miller. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate your love. As I always say, this community stays alive based on your hearts, your thumbs up, showing up, watching the videos, and commenting. And so I'm committed to being here. As long as I know that I'm making a difference and I'm showing up, right? Or if I need to show up in a different way, I will. But right now I'm still doing live videos daily. And so thank you for spending time with me, because that means a lot, right? And I'm happy to provide a live community for us all to be able to connect and just have even a getaway in the middle of the day or in the morning when you just feel like you just want some words of encouragement, or you want to connect with people and you have a place to go daily. So I would love it if you guys would, like I said, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share this community with other people to bring other people in, because I appreciate that. And that is what's going to keep it going. Barb says, painting every day, you keep us motivated. Well, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to tell me that. So that's what I wanted to leave you guys with today. Just think about, right now, pulling stuff that you already have a ton of photos for on your phone and, putting out that content again, or a link to that content again, but using different views of it to capture the interest of different people in different ways, right? Different pockets, that sort of thing. Sandy says, I followed your advice and I have over 2,000 views and over 400 followers. Look at you go. I am so proud of you. Candy says, Matt is also part of our community. He sure is. I couldn't do what I do without Matt, right? Like we are tag teaming it. We looked at each other and we said, we're going to be okay during this quarantine. We work together every day anyhow, right? And we're still here. We haven't there. I'm sure we have our days, but we're still here. We're still doing it. So yay. I want to share with you guys before I go that I got a couple of my sweatshirts, my Junk Monkey sweatshirts, and these are available if you guys would love to get one as well. You guys asked for me to go ahead and create some clothing that was Banana Bunch family oriented for us Junk Monkeys. And I'm excited because I got mine. This one says Love Junk. So they're all done in, these are custom Junk Monkey designs, but they're all done in like a faded, worn, shabby style with like parts of the, it just looks like they've been worn. So I'm going to actually wash this out because it is nice and stiff from just getting printed, and soften it up a little bit more. But this is a really nice hoodie that I got, my Love Junk hoodie. So those of you who ordered, did you guys get yours yet? And the other one, so I got this one in gray, if you wanted to see what that looks like. And the other one that I got that I love, because I decided to experiment with colors. Look at this one. This one is in a pale blue, and it says Junk Queen. It's got some sunflowers, some shabby flowers on it. So I'll probably be sporting one of those tomorrow. Got to go do some laundry, and I'm going to throw those in to make them nice and soft. Yay, Paula got her t-shirt the other day. Oh, good deal. Jan, I haven't opened up anything else besides the shirts, the sweatshirts, the tank tops, the leggings, and I can't even think what else, and the pillows. So when so I'm kind of like opening up designs as I go, because it takes a lot to be able to put all the designs and all the stuff. So as I keep moving forward, I'll keep doing more products, I promise, and mugs and all that good stuff. Stanley is back to being his wonderful, manly self. He's Stan the man after all. So thankful for medicine that works wonders. He got his antibiotics and his fever reducer. And what else did he get? Oh yeah, he got the pouch of water on his back to make sure, because he wasn't drinking. And after a couple days, he just perked right up, and now he's back to himself. Yep. Oh, good. Christy says she's still binge watching to catch up. Please do. Every day I share something that I only wish that I knew when I started my business. And I thank you for your support, right? That's what keeps this community running.
Right.
Let's see here. What's that?
Right.
Oh, perfect. All right. Oh, very nice. Let's see here. Oh, the blue one's pretty. Yeah, that was a pale blue one. Let me see, make sure. Thank you, Jessie Lynn. I appreciate you. Love the blue one. Isn't that sweet? I know, right? I love it. There goes Matt. Out to leave some cases of Junk Monkey on the sidewalk. Oh my gosh. We're doing the quarantine and at a distance. We had somebody locally who needed some paint. Did you make the switch?
Oh,
Did you do the deed?
I just put it out there. It's up to them to get it.
Too funny. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. I'm trying to make sure I answer all your questions here. Let's see here. Oh, Jan, thank you. She says she'll be the first in line for an apron. They're coming, I promise. Very nice. Yeah, if you guys want to find them, they're over on, if you go to Junk Monkey Paint and click clothing, and it takes you to the print on demand site right there. And that way they're done as fast as humanly possible, and they're available, right? So that was those two. Oh, actually, let me show you this one. Those were the ones that I was really excited about because they had color. And then we got Queen of Junk right here. It's just a t-shirt, Queen of Junk. So I thought I'm going to have to wash this one separately, though. I can't go in with any color. Keep it nice and white. And I thought this would be really cool with some leggings this summer. Honestly, now I'm thinking I should have got the tank top. But if I really wanted to, I could even cut the sleeves off and make it really nice and open, underneath that, because it's just a classic white tee. So I thought that would be really cool. And I think the other one says Picker Girl over there. It's another white one. Can I make a road trip to Ontario? I sure can. Donna says, thanks for sharing with us, Sonia. I watch every day and you give me such inspiration. Well, thank you. Thank you. I really needed to hear that today, and I appreciate you guys telling me that. And I will become Sandy, I'm from Canada, right? So I do love popping across the border. How close are you to Toronto? You'll have to let me know. All right, guys. Well, we've been on for half an hour, and I just want to pop in and say hello to you guys, give you some encouragement, something to think about. So if you can't get out and do what you need to do right now, look in your phone. You probably have something already that you did. Just put up a different photo of it, right? A different view of it, and keep it fresh that way. Judy says, have a great day. Stanley Ogletti is better. Till tomorrow, everybody. Yay. Thank you, Jan. And I shared with you guys when I came on that my shoulder, I think I just been laying around so much that seriously, can you get hurt from not going to the gym? I felt better when I was going to the gym every day. I think I was moving more and everything. And so I'm going to my goal is today to go live over on Junk Monkey Paint Company. And if my arm is filling up to it, I'm going to paint something. You are, Sandy. You're only 3 hours away. To me, that's nothing. Oh my gosh, from Toronto. We'll definitely have to do that. Okay, we'll meet up once all this craziness gets over and we do our part to make it all go away, right? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And so, Candy, you said you need a creator on Pinterest board wearing the merchandise, wearing the Junk Monkey swag. Thank you so much. So we are brainstorming some ideas for some fun like challenges and things like that to do. And we're going to announce it over in Junk Monkey Paint Company. But yes, if you guys take any photos of with the Banana Bunch swag, be sure to send them over, guys. Post them over in Junk Monkey Paint Projects. See ya. Everybody's saying, have a good day, Matt. He might have went back upstairs. All right. Well, I'll probably see you over at Junk Monkey Paint Company in a little bit, guys. And we'll work maybe on a small project together. So we can continue the conversation over there. All right. Have a great Sunday and just do something today, you know, something for yourself today, right? Go take a bath. I started a new book last night. I started a new Netflix series and watched the entire way through. It's on Netflix. It's one of the new recommendations that came up. It's called Self-Made, America's First Millionaire. Did you guys see that? Man, I'm telling you, I really enjoy, you guys will know because this is a business group that I love stories about people who overcame, that was the underdog, just rose up to the challenge and, had a dream and made it happen. And so if you guys are looking to start it's based on the real life of Madam C.J. Walker, her name is, and it's called Self-Made. And it's right now, if you go to Netflix, it's one of the ones that come up like as one of the newest things that are out right now. So I'm like, I'm going to watch this. This is new. And I was hooked. I watched every single episode yesterday. I watched the entire I don't even think there's another season. I just think it was like a story. They called it a story. And it was really, really good. So go ahead and if you're looking for something new to watch. Lisa says, how's Matt's channel going? He has everything set up, but with all the quarantine, and his channel is all based on reactions of other people and filming them while they're all eating together, like new things. And so he just has to wait. He just had to put it on hold for a little bit. But he's planning and always getting his weird food delivered. So he has a whole stash of weird food. He's just waiting to hit lift off on that one. So yeah, so there you go. All right, so if you need something to watch, go check that out. And it's a story about America's First Made Millionaire. And apparently at the very end, when the fine print comes up and kind of tells you these are the actors that portrayed the story, but this is actually what happened, and it tells you in real life like what went on. It says that she's actually listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as well. So I didn't even realize that, but it was amazing to hear her story and to watch her story unfold. And if anything, it just left me by the end of it going, wow, good for her. And proof that you can do anything that you can set your mind to. Bridget says, I watched that. It was so amazing. Isn't it? Oh my gosh. I thought it was awesome. If you're somebody out there that you have that burning fire inside of you to be your own, create your own legacy. That was what was important to her. And she created a legacy. And it came down to, I'm not going to tell you what it's all about because I want you to watch it, but it came down to she saw a need. And isn't that so true? How the best businesses start is organically out of a labor of love, of something that maybe you went through yourself, or something that you see there's a lack thereof, or something that you see that you wish existed, and then you create it for other people. And they need it just as much as you, right? And so, it's just a beautiful story. So maybe you'll get to watch that one today. All right, friends, have a good one. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care. See ya.